Have you ever wondered why a person just keeps thinking about you, no matter how far they are, no matter how much time has passed, and no matter how silently they try to move on? Why you continue to appear in their thoughts at the most random hours, in the most unexpected places, and in the quiet pauses of their day? Why their heart still reacts to your name, even if their lips pretend to forget you? Maybe it is not just attraction. Maybe it is not just love. Maybe it is something far deeper, far spiritual, far destined. Because the truth is, when the universe ties two souls together, distance becomes powerless, logic becomes clueless, and forgetting each other becomes impossible. Today, you are going to discover the 11 emotional truths behind why someone can't stop thinking about you. Truths that are soulful, truths that are psychological, truths that are written beyond the limits of the mind, inside the deepest chambers of the heart. So sit back and allow these truths to awaken the part of you that already knows. Some people are not meant to leave your thoughts. Some souls are meant to stay. Truth 1, you touched their soul, not just their body. There are connections that only touch the surface, physical, temporary, replaceable. But then there are connections like yours, the kind that enters the heart, moves through the emotions, and finally settles inside the soul. You touch them where no one ever reached before, their inner world, their wounds, their hidden truths. You made them feel seen, not judged. You made them feel understood, not analyzed. For the first time, they felt safe to be real. And that feeling is unforgettable. Psychology says, when someone makes us feel emotionally safe, our brain forms the strongest memory links with them. That is why they can't remove you from their mind, because you are not just a thought, you are a feeling. And feelings do not fade like memories. They live inside us. Truth 2, their heart recognized you before. Their mind did some connections begin long before a conversation begins. Their heart reacted to you instantly. A spark, a pull, a strange comfort they could not explain. Psychologists call it soul recognition, when two people meet and feel like they already know each other. It is a sense of familiarity without a story, a trust without proof, a closeness without effort. To others, you were just a stranger, but to them, you felt like home. Their heart recognized you first. Their mind is still trying to understand why. Truth 3, you awakened the best version of them. Some people come into our life and nothing changes, but some people come and suddenly everything evolves. You made them want to grow. You inspired them to heal their pain. You made them believe they deserve more in life. You gave them hope, confidence, clarity. You made them feel alive in a way they never felt before. So even if they drift away from you, they still chase the feeling you gave them, because the best version of them was born in your presence, and that version doesn't want to let you go. Truth 4, you triggered emotions they didn't know they had. Deep love is not only about sweet feelings, it also awakens hidden fear. You triggered the emotions they were running from, the fear of losing, the fear of vulnerability, the fear of being seen completely. You opened the doors to their heart and suddenly they felt exposed. For a person who has lived behind emotional walls, you become both their comfort and their chaos. That's why they think about you, because you changed the way they feel. And once emotions are awakened at that level, there is no going back to numbness. 5, your souls are energetically connected. There are bonds that the universe keeps alive even when humans try to end them. Your souls are tied through energy, a pull that distance cannot break, a connection that silence cannot kill. Spiritual psychology says, when two souls share a strong energy link, they show up in each other's mind at the same time, without any reason and without any explanation. That's why they suddenly think of you when you think of them. That's why they feel restless when you are sad. That's why they smile when you remember them. The truth is, your energy speaks to theirs even when you 6. You became a part of their healing journey. Everyone is carrying unspoken pain, but very few people come into our life and help us heal without even trying. You listened to them in a way that made them feel lighter. You accepted them in a way that made them feel worthy. You loved them in a way that made them believe again. You were not just a chapter, you were the turning point. So even if the story changes or pauses, they can never forget the person who healed the parts of them they never acknowledged. You became their reminder that love can be safe and that memory keeps coming back again and again. 7. They feel you, even in your absence. Some people leave the room and everything feels normal, but when you leave, the silence becomes loud. The air feels heavier, something feels missing. They notice the way their heart reacts to the absence of your presence. They feel the emptiness you leave behind. Psychology says, when someone becomes emotionally important to us, the brain treats their absence like a loss, even if they are still alive. You have become the heartbeat behind their happiness, and that heartbeat continues to echo inside them. 8. You are signed in their future. They did not just imagine you in their present. They imagined you in their future. They saw dreams where you existed next to them. They pictured a life where you belonged. You became a part of their plans, even the ones they never confessed to you. When someone secretly places you in their future, their mind cannot remove you from their present. The thought of you is not just connected to memories, it is connected to dreams. And dreams are harder to erase than reality. 9. Their heart still believes you're the one, even if they try to deny it, even if they try to distract themselves, even if they try to convince their mind otherwise. Their heart still whispers your name, because deep down, somewhere inside their soul, they still believe you are the one, not just a lover they met, but a destiny they felt. Someone their heart refuses to replace, someone their soul refuses to release. You became a sacred part of their love story, the kind of connection that does not have duplicates. 10. The universe keeps sending them signs about you. You show up in their dreams. Your name appears unexpectedly. Random songs remind them of you. Angel numbers show up when they miss you, and coincidences bring your memory to life again. These are not just random things. These are spiritual reminders. The universe keeps placing you in their thoughts because the connection is not finished. Every sign says the same thing. This person is still a part of your story, so their heart keeps thinking about you, because destiny keeps pulling them back to you. 11. Some souls are bound by a higher purpose. Maybe the reason they can't stop thinking about you is the simplest truth of them all. Your story is not over. Your souls chose each other long before your bodies ever met. There is a purpose behind the connection, a lesson, a transformation, or a love story waiting to unfold. They think about you constantly because your soul is still calling theirs, because love this deep does not disappear. It evolves, it waits, it returns, and no force in the universe can separate what is spiritually meant to reunite. If someone can't stop thinking about you, it is not because they are weak. It is because the connection is strong. It is not because they are obsessed. It is because their soul remembers. No matter how silent they stay, no matter how normal they act, their heart has not moved on. Because moving on is not a choice when the universe itself is involved. You are not just someone they met. You are someone their soul chose. And until fate decides your final chapter, they will continue to think about you. In the night when they can't sleep, in the morning when they search for peace, in the moments when they feel something is missing, you are unshakable inside them. A thought that turns into a feeling, and a feeling that turns into a hope. A hope that one day, life brings you both back to where the story was always meant to lead. Then maybe it is not a coincidence. Maybe you are connected through the same spiritual thread. Maybe you are living the same chapter in different worlds. Maybe distance is only testing the strength of your destiny. Maybe silence is only preparing deeper conversations. Maybe separation is only the universe's way of making the reunion unforgettable. Because when two hearts share the same longing, they always find their way back to each other. Someone can't stop thinking about you because you are not just a memory. You are their awakening. You are not just a chapter. You are their destiny written in bold letters. You are not just a person. You are a piece of their soul, And no matter where they go, a part of them will always stay with you, in thoughts, in dreams, in whispers of the heart. Because love like this does not leave. It lingers, it waits, it remembers, and one day it returns stronger than ever.